Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out their Charles. And the first play, they give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Draw play, ETN. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. To about the 23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught by Carmichael. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
At the Chiefs' 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers being chased out left. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's caught. It's...
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away of being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the side by my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca-key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Cruiser King, better add extra on the... I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
There like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Now Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Lions will take over. Now ETN to start the drive, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1.
The score, Black Knights 6, Lions nothing.
Play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Allen off the play fake. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. He completes it to Olave. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First down, London.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let it go again. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Allen again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 10 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Play action. Now it's Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
On first down, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now on first down.
This one taken in by Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions
Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Allen's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. On 1st down, right back to Etienne to the 27-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the pressure gets to him again. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Etienne up the middle. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Allen. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen's throw is complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 11 yards there, 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll They'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Ball again on second down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run with ball. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now will be 3rd and goal. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now Allen.
Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for the Lions.
Throwing is Allen.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Reggie White bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now on on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Allen going to throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Lions are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running out of the gun with ETN. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Allen. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, Alfred, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
Run it up. my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my third sensation. So we all face my nose, that's a big clock. Girl, my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw his Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So after the sack, here's second and 14. A first carry for the Hall of Famer. It's Walter Payton. And his defense able to point him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On first down, Allen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
Allen now on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Allen again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen to throw it. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gano's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Peyton up the middle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Fields. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Shamrocks have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Gesicki, 49 yards. And the Lions have retaken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line. And the Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, here's Fields. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
Fields pass. Complete to Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 20.
On first down, it's Fields.
First down, Dublin.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Shamrocks 14, Lions 9. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. On first down, Fields finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Shamrocks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Fields trying to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17, and they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's good for the Lions.
To the air, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. To throw, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Allen now on the sneak. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center. The guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. ETN once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Allen will try to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead,
he's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down throw, Fields. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Allen, and he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
They'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Grover Quinn. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first down 10.
A handoff for ETN, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen.
At the 26-yard line.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kyle Pitts, 26 yards. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 29 yards. And the Shamrocks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Shamrocks have taken a 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 63 yards. And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, I'm also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Back to throw, Fields. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now a handoff inside, it's Peyton. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Peyton going to get it again on second. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 4th down, Fields has to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touchdown, but just outside of the red zone. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play.
you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Allen going to go to the air right away. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Allen going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Going for it, here's ETN. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Accepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They can.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a 1st.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Packers nothing.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their... He's got him in! Complete! The 20! 10! Touchdown! Detroit! Justin Jefferson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio,
That answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here on target to Hurst. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Patterson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And some room to work. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Fields throwing again. This will be caught at about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fields now to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 40 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Etienne, 29 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Taken at about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Now Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now it's Fields. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Throwing again is Fields. Another completion right back to Patterson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Fields to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Running left, here's Patterson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw, Fields. That is caught at the 7. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Allen. Pressure comes and down he goes. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Here's Montana to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions
Lions are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
To the air, Allen. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Montana. Touchdown! Rashad Perriman. 26 yards. And the Riverhawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Riverhogs have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Pass midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Shotgun. Here's Montana. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rashawn Perriman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as they have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Gesicki, 41 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st down, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Etienne. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Travis Etienne. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll throw now on the final play. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On the move to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Montana. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 51 yards. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
He's going to go up top again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Allen will try again on second down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Complete to Justin Jefferson.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Steve Atwater with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action now, Vick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion, but it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand, and it just whistles to the receiver.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Again, it's Johnson, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, Vick. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On the 6.
Vick to throw on 4th down. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To Johnson again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Vick. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. ETN up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Allen. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 8 yards out. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Sanders on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running out of the gun with ETN. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that will be incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Throwing, Vick. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Vick goes play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Vick. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession.
it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Ted